This is nuts, man. They're getting rid of a lot of visas. They're kicking a bunch of people out.
So you got all these people coming to the country, taking away scholarships, different activities for Americans, but they're going on these college campuses and they're protesting. We see linkages to Hamas. Yeah. We see linkages to other foreign governments as well. Marco Rubio has made the commitment that he's going to revoke their visa. He said that he's already revoked 300 plus visas. Here's the Secretary of State.
Damn.
It might be more than 300 at this point. We do it every day. Every time I find one of these lunatics, I take away their visa.
You're saying it could be more than 300?
We do it every day. Every time I find one of these lunatics, I take away their visa.
You're saying
That's it. It could be more than 300. Yeah. Holy
could be
fuck.
more than 300
Sure,
visas.
I hope. I mean,
yeah.
At some point, I hope we run out because we've gotten rid of all of them. But we're looking every day for these lunatics.
Right, and so everyone thinks Mahmoud Khalil. But when Mahmoud Khalil was tossed, the word came out to these Palestinian organizations, linked to Hamas or not, that the Americans are not going to tolerate the campus unrest, the takeover of buildings. What we saw at almost every Ivy League institution outside Princeton. Well, I didn't really see much there. Now, not only is the campus is going to, the college is going to lose money, but they're going to lose people. Now, yesterday we found out that we had one person self-deport from Colombia after Khalil was tossed out.
That's smart. Yep.
Sat down in Canada with Al Jazeera to talk about what she thought, why she left.
Oh, what a great home for her.
Uh-oh.
What did she say, Rachel?
She said the moment Mahmoud got arrested, it sent shockwaves across Colombia's community.
Yep.
He is a green card holder. That's when I realized I have no rights in this system at all. It was only a matter of time before they caught hold of me.
Exactly.
Rachel.
Man. Damn, that's just too bad.
This has inspired some disagreement between us. We normally agree on 90% of the issues, but you're worried about free speech.
I'm not. So first of all, I would never be a student in, say, Mexico City and go and protest their government. I'm just not interested. I think that's
Yeah, exactly. We don't need foreign agitators. We don't need people that aren't even citizens in this country coming over here and starting trouble. This is common sense. We don't need these are foreign agitators. They're not even citizens here.
It's rude, and you're not being a good guest, so
It's
I'm
that
with
simple.
that.
Yeah.
I also don't believe in violence. You know, I'm a peacenik. Yeah. I don't think we should have violence, and I don't believe in terrorists. I don't want anyone here who has...
They came for education? Well, they should have learned not to go and start trouble. What do you mean? They wouldn't do this if they're protesting another country? It's only because it's Israel? I don't give a fuck about that. Why would I give a fuck about that? Yeah, I hope they do this for all of them. We don't need to have people coming in from other countries starting trouble, creating unrest in our country. Why the fuck are we bringing people in here that they're coming over here and protesting us? You're not even a fucking citizen. Get out. You don't like it? You want to protest? That's fine. Leave. That sounds like a great protest to me. Blocking schools is not protesting? Yeah, and that's another thing, too, is we're trying to act like this wasn't some crazy-ass shit.
Ties to Hamas. That said, I am concerned about free speech. I am a free speech absolutist. And so I wonder, what is the criteria here? Should we be deporting?
No, nobody is. She not. If I was sitting here posting her home address and what school her kids went to, she'd want me arrested. Nope. It's a free speech absolutist is not true. It's not real.
People who say criticize America
It's a stupid
and American
premise.
policies. What's the line? Or is it only if you criticize Israeli government policy? So there are a lot of really good people right now who are very concerned about the chilling effect this could have, not just on these green card holders and these people on visas, but what's the message to American citizens about free speech?
They still have it because they're citizens of the country and they have the right to the First Amendment. What do you mean there's not, like, what? This is not like, what's the message? It's obvious you're a guest, yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but like I'm a big fan of the 2 tiers. Okay? Like, we don't need to treat people that aren't citizens the same as we treat citizens. It's insane. It's crazy it's even a conversation.
I wouldn't worry about American citizens.
Yeah.
It's not American citizens. These are people on student visas and green cards.
No, I'm just saying the
They're
chilling
political agitators,
effect.
you're correct. Yeah.
People,
Well, I don't care.
It's foreign political agitators. Imagine defending that. We already have enough domestic agitators. We got to import these people over here and educate them so they can start trouble? Fuck that.
Are they connected to Hamas, or are they just criticizing Israeli policy?
How's that in the best interest of anybody that lives here? It's not.
Lawyer I talked to this week, who's representing 9 families, says there's direct linkages to Hamas that they posted this group October 6th. Get ready for October 7th. So there's no doubt about it. There's organizations here. There's also the hostages were saying that the Hamas hostage holders were bragging to them about their access to American students, the students in America, and that they were going to win the power of basically the publicity and marketing. They also tossed out somebody at Tufts University, caught this PhD student. They also threw out yesterday at Harvard. They threw out a Kasina Petrova, who's a Russian research associate, also with anti-American activity. You're over here, you're protesting this country and our allies. Goodbye.
I would just say this, Rachel. I see your point. I see how it could be chilling. But I want chills to run down the spines of not only terrorists, but people that are residents here. You're a visitor here.
Exactly.
You don't have
exactly. I want them to be afraid. Yeah, get the fuck out. Like, you're going to start trouble. You're going to come to a foreign country and start creating unrest in a foreign country. You better be fucking afraid. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Like, it's just it's such a crazy thing. Well, how do you ever, like, whose benefit is it that you have a bunch of foreign agitators from other countries coming into your country to start trouble? It's nuts. Really? Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Right. Be on your best behavior here.
That.
And what we're dealing with is people that don't love the country, people that have radical ties. And I think they're trying to use our laws
Why
against
is this
us.
frowned upon everywhere but America? Because people here are dumb. That's the reason why.
At the time.
I
think what the Secretary of State is saying, look, I want to find visa violations. Many of these people have ties to foreign governments. They're trying to have dissent. They're trying to get us to be at each other's necks at each other's necks as well. And so you have to send a message to the people that are visitors. Don't come in my house and spray paint on my wall.
Exactly, bro. Like, fucking exactly. It's that simple. Zionists control the media. Like, here's the thing. Like, people try to make this like some kind of Jew shit. Like, I would say the same thing. Like, if you were in January 6th and you weren't a citizen, I would say you right now, you going back. You going back right now. Right away. You starting trouble? Nope. No reason for it.
And look, we have to deal with the.
I agree with that.
We have the American citizens that are degenerates. We have to deal with them.
It needs sanctions.
That is a part of our society. We don't have to deal with the visitors that are here. And I think that's what the Secretary of State is.
You know, when I was a child in a military brat growing up, I lived overseas almost exclusively. And when we went to attended Department of...
Somebody says, you're a guest in a country. It's a privilege to be there, not a right. I agree. Giving people from other countries scholarships and visas to help out your country, bring others as benefit to our country. But don't be a threat and don't be a hindrance to the people in our country. It's just common sense. I know, bro. Like, I know it makes so much sense. But some people don't want to see it. Yeah, no. It's just... Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, fuck it. It's so... How do you not come out to that conclusion? I don't know what to say.
Defense schools, and we had to take a class called Host Nation class, where we learned about the host nation and we learned how to be a guest, a proper guest in people's country. That is my primary concern with this. And the other concern I have is the thing you touched on, but which needs more attention to, which is the fact that our universities are prioritizing foreign students because they pay full rate tuition, and a lot of these slots belong to American kids? How many valedictorian?
Yeah, no, this is true too. Like, why the fuck are we bringing in foreign people if we have people in our country that can't go to school? Why are we bringing in some random fucking person from India if we have somebody from Indiana that can't figure out how to get into college? What's the reason? It's for money? That's a stupid reason. That's a dumb reason. We give them money.
Aren't getting into these elite schools.
All of them.
Because
if they're white.
If they're white males. This is something, America is for Americans.
That's right.
And we need to prioritize that. So I think there's a lot to be said.
Yeah.
But let's also be careful, because we don't want to leave the impression on the world that we are not for free speech.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And
I think that we should be for free speech, but not for random ass fucking people that they're not even citizens here. They're not even citizens. Yeah, it's crazy. I got no problem with free speech for citizens. Everybody knows that. But these people not citizens. They're foreign agitators. That's it. We're for free speech, but abusing speech? Well, that's not it at all. So the government should make money, but not colleges? I feel like if a college has to operate in the best interest of the country, and then also if we're giving them a bunch of money, there has to be obviously stipulations with that. And like, so if you have a college that's receiving money from the government, well, the government is taking that money from the people. So when you are taking money from people and then you're reallocating it to groups, if those groups are not acting in the best interest of the people that you're taking the money from, I believe that you're engaging in something that's unethical, because you're taking people's money away from them and then you're investing their money in something that's not in their interest. It's that simple. And it's the same way that people can vote on this with like anything. Like you have a representative government. Yeah, it's called an international studies program. I don't think we shouldn't have any of them, but the priority should be on American students. That's it. And that's the most important thing. Missed out, not abusing speech. Yeah, sure. And anyway, I'll read a few more of these. Why should our taxes go to foreign students instead of our dumb students? Yeah, exactly, right? And I actually don't think that it's a bunch of these. I don't think that there are probably a lot of people in the U.S. that are not stupid that end up not going to college. Like, I mean, a lot of these people that are in these protests, they're spray painting walls, they're busting out windows. Am I really supposed to think that this is the best and brightest of the whole world? Fuck no. And so I go and I see this, absolutely not. Like, we have people like this at home. Yeah, just go to fucking Chicago. You can find somebody that busts out windows for a living. Put them in Columbia. We don't need to import somebody from India to do that. What are we talking about? It's insane. I feel like we should be more selective. Yeah. True, the smartest people I knew growing up went into skilled trades. Well, I'm not sure about that, right? But I think that there's plenty smart people here. Would you cancel a green card if they were advocating or demonstrating for lower taxes, or is it support of terrorism or creating problems you don't agree with? I think that if you do any crime in a country that you're not a citizen in, like, and I feel the same way about like these like streamers, like nuisance streamers in Japan, is that if you do anything that's like beyond jaywalking, like let's say you steal something that's $1, immediate deportation. Immediate deportation. Nope. No reason to deal with that. Why? For $1, you get the fuck out. Elon's latest tweet, scripted chance? Yeah, I don't know about that. I'd have to go back. Yeah, maybe charge him with a crime first? Yeah, no, you'd have to figure it out. I think the discussion are these protests crimes? Well, I mean, like, I use it as an example of this, right? So, like, in Columbia University, some of the protests were crimes because they were protesting inside of a building that they had been told to leave by the police. They had taken over a building and they refused to leave the building. So if you were part of that and you were inside of that building, I think you need to go back. I think it's time for you to go back. Absolutely. And so that's it. They were trespassing. Yeah, and to me, it's that simple. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a crime to have a visa revoked. Yeah, exactly. You like those second and third wave effects of $1 policy too harsh, and you stop normal people from coming over, the actual people you want? Why do we need somebody to come over to the country that's going to steal shit for $1? Can you give me a universe where it's like America's really losing out for having a petty thief that gets deported? What are we talking about? You think we're going to have Albert Einstein come over here and, you know, he just happened to steal a pack of cigarettes and so now we're going to deport him and we can't make the atom bomb? What are you thinking? Really, what are you thinking? Like, what world do you fucking live in? It's the most retarded fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. You want honest people only? Yeah, people are retarded. Like, yeah, that's not what he said. That's what he meant. Yeah, that's not what he said, but that's what he meant. Absolutely.